Welcome back to Let's Talk About Grief podcast, where we talk about all things grief. I am your host, Lashina Flowers. So before we begin today, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. We will be discussing death, prolonged grief, and substance abuse. I cannot stress enough, please take care of yourself while watching this. Turn the podcast off if you need to and come back to it when you're ready. Remember, your emotional health is priority. Okay. So, losing a loved one can feel like an endless and unpredictable roller coaster. The ups and downs, the ins and outs. For many people, over time, the intensity begins to soften up, and they start to learn how to create a new normal and live in that new normal while still grieving. PGD, or prolonged grief disorder, occurs when the grief does not ease over time, and it starts to take over every part of your life. You become preoccupied with the thought of your loved one. The yearning of your heart for them feels constant and never ending. Over time, it begins to affect every part of your life, from your sleep patterns, your relationships, your work, and even your sense of identity. And it continues beyond a year after the loss of your loved one. Today's guest, Ms. Tanae Smith, will share with us what that can look like.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
It's been 3 years since my husband passed. I feel stuck.
Right.
I feel like it's the same day that I lost him. I miss him so much, it hurts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just sitting down waiting on him to walk through the door.
Right. I will definitely say that 3 years is a long time to be carrying that kind of weight alone. Can you, if you feel up to it, tell us more about him?
His name was Malcolm.
Okay.
He and I were married for 20 years.
Wow.
He was a great husband. We had 3 children, and he was a wonderful father. Malcolm was a mechanic.
Okay.
He owned his own shop, had it for 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he had it before we got married.
Okay.
Yeah, he was making moves even before then.
All right.
And he was a year into retirement before this happened.
Did you all have any special plans after he retired?
We had planned to, take a trip to Japan. That was on my bucket list, not his.
Okay.
But because he was such a great husband, he was willing to do it. And actually, 6 months before we were to go, that's when it happened.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Tanae, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for trusting us with that. Can you tell me what happened to Malcolm?
Oh, Lord, okay. He had a heart attack in his sleep. We had talked the night before. We watched TV. We prayed, said our I love yous like we did every other night.
Yeah.
And the next morning when I woke up and rolled over to kiss him, his body was cold and stiff.
Oh, my.
I screamed so loud that our neighbors heard us, and they came running over, banging on the door. From the moment that I rolled over and kissed him, and the MTs pronounced him dead. That's all a blur to me. It is, and I have been living in this nightmare ever since.
I'm so sorry.
Most nights I have a hard time sleeping. I do. I have a hard time sleeping because every time I close my eyes, I feel like I'm living that moment all over again. And I just wake up screaming from the same dream.
Take your time, please. Take your time. If you need a moment, I can give you that.
Okay, I'm okay.
You okay? Okay.
I yearn for him. I do. I miss him with every fiber in my being.
Yeah.
And I really do hate to admit this. I do. But it doesn't even feel like he's gone.
Yeah.
I just feel stuck. You know, I have a lot of days, probably most days, I sit around and I wait on my phone to ring and for him to be him calling me to say, hey baby, I just called to tell you that I love you.
I'm so sorry.
And I've been waiting on that call for 3 years and that call hasn't come yet.
I'm so sorry.
I need him so much. I do. I need him, and I just, oh my God. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It takes a lot of courage to do what you're doing today. It takes a lot of courage. And I commend you. It has to be difficult.
I never thought that I would have to live my life without my best friend.
Right.
But here I am, living this nightmare, feeling like I'm stuck in this.
Right.
My kids, I sit around sometimes and I watch our wedding videos 1 and 2 times a day, crying over and over again. My kids are concerned, they are.
Yeah.
And they've tried to help, but I push them away. I don't want them to see me like this. And besides, they have families of their own. They don't need to worry about me. You know, sometimes I only I stay in the bed days, and then other times I stay in the bed weeks at a time. And I only leave out that bed to go to the restroom and bathe.
Mr. Nay, I really thank you for trusting me with that. Obviously, there's a lot to unpack here, and my heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
My heart goes out to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm ashamed.
Why are you ashamed?
Because I should have known. I should have known that he had stopped. I should have been able to hear him not breathing. How could I not know that he was gone?
There was no way for you to know that.
How could I not know? I've been a nurse for 25 years.
Yeah.
And 15 of that in the emergency department.
Yeah.
I've helped so many people. But I couldn't help the one person that meant the most to me.
Right. I'm so sorry. Let's take a moment here. Let's take a moment. Thank you for tuning back in to Let's Talk About Grief, where we talk about all things grief podcast. Thank you again, Mr. Nay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to go ahead and get back started. But I want to make sure, that I respected you and what you have going on. That's more important than anything else.
Thank you.
Got some water for you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead and pick back up where we left off, if you're okay with that.
Sure. About a year after Malcolm had passed,
Yeah.
I got hurt on the job. And they prescribed me opioids.
Okay.
It did help with the pain in my leg.
Right.
But I also realized that it helped with the pain of losing Malcolm.
Okay.
So I was prescribed 2 a day at first, and then I increased it to 6 a day. And it got to a place where I couldn't function anymore.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was falling asleep and messing up charts, not even going to work.
Okay.
And so eventually they laid me off. They told me I could keep my license,
Okay.
but I had to go through treatment,
Okay.
and I had to comply with the monitoring program.
Okay.
But even after all of that, I still feel like I'm stuck in this cycle, this endless cycle of anxiety, hopelessness, grief, and addiction.
Wow. Ms. Tanae. I go back again, the level of courage that it has taken for you to come on and share this with us. And of course, our audience. Thank you. You do not know how many people you are helping with telling your story for what it's worth.
Thank you.
And I do want to let you know, and I want to be honest, I want to say this with care. There's no issue in you missing your husband. There's no issue. If I'm being honest, you may miss him for the rest of your life, and that's fine. I definitely understand being a married woman myself. Of course, not walking in your shoes, but just even the thought of it. What the concern is that it still feels like the first day you lost him, 3 years later.
Yes.
And from what you were telling me, it has affected your work life, your relationships, your parenting, and even your identity, not knowing who you are now outside of being, Malcolm's wife, now a widow. What you have described definitely fits the criteria of prolonged grief disorder, or PGD. PGD is everything pretty much that you explained, when the yearning is constant, never ending, when it affects every part of your life, when you're preoccupied with your loved one. It affects your sleep patterns, your work, your relationships, everything fits perfect within the criteria of what you're telling me. And it's nothing that you have to be ashamed about. It's nothing you have to be ashamed about, because also prolonged grief disorder and substance abuse are often connected. Because what happens is the substance of choice, it's used as a numbing mechanism.
Yeah.
As a way of escape, as
Yeah.
you probably, can tell based on what you were telling me. I want to sincerely, once again, I know I've already said this more than twice, but honor your courage. This has had to take a lot for you to come on and share this information so openly with our listening audience, with those that are watching. So I want to commend you, sister. I appreciate this.
I've never heard of PGD before now. So is that the same thing as depression or PTSD?
So not exactly. Depression usually feels like losing interest in everything in life, just in life in general. PGD is more centered around like the deep grief, where you just really, really long for that person who died, and you feel stuck in that longing and that loss. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is often tied to fear and trauma memories, like your body and mind stand in high alert after something traumatic occurs. PGD is more about the pain of the separation and losing your loved one. They can show up at the same time, but they're not the same thing.
Thank you, Sheena.
No problem.
I will say that you truly have helped me to understand what I've been going through.
It's my pleasure.
I really do appreciate it, and I will say, for the first time, in a very long time, then I'm a little bit more hopeful.
I'm glad.
So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We do have some additional resources for you after the show, and we will be in touch. So do not be a stranger, okay? We're here
Okay.
for you.
Thank
We
you.
locked in now.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you again for tuning in to Let's Talk About Grief, where we talk about all things grief podcast. Hey, if today's episode resonated with you, please know you are not alone and support is available. Believe me, you do not have to go through this by yourself. As always, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.